welcome to the show. I'm your host, the Token Mando. Alright. Looks like we got everything up and running today. Yeah, it looks like it's running. Sweet. Alright, so we got some fun stuff to continue to review from one of our favorite places, Euphoria Wellness. Got our lovely water bottle from Quaking Aspen. Lovely piece. Both buds and the one that we are reviewing tonight, which is, I believe it's two of the same one. No, it's not. Papaya juice. Alright. We are just getting to the studio, kind of getting up, getting ready. We haven't been to the studio too long today. So yeah, some absolute fun stuff. Alright. We also have a whole bunch of other fun stuff to do today. So let me grab out the amazing bowl piece for this. Made by Indie Glass. The grinder. And let's get into today's review. Timeshare, no. No, my friend, no. Alright. Alright, I got it up and running so I can see your guys' comments. Grab out the Puffco too. Something I haven't grabbed out oh so much this time round. And yeah, we've been saying I was going to grab it, but I haven't had time exactly. There we go. Boom. We've got our small little Puffco over here. Check and see if this thing is still alive. It is. I'm curious to see how everybody's doing today. I know Token Revan has been kind of chomping at the bit, trying to, he's really excited to start streaming with you guys and like showing off the stuff from all the way down in Vermont. He said there's a lot of really cool products, not Vermont, sorry, all the way down in Oregon, my friends. I am so sorry. Alrighty, cheers. Not very many people on tonight. Oh, thank you, friend. I love this helmet. A little bit of a kickoff. Use the Puffco to get a little bit of a start to our night. Gotta love this thing. This thing is absolutely impressive. Thank you. This is just a V1. Eventually, we'll have a V2 put onto the show, but this is a V1 that's been Frankensteined and has a V2 guts. And it had to be ever so slightly modified for some of it to fit. Alright, let's grab out our Dr. Dabber switch case. We've got this amazing product in here from Euphoria Wellness, and this is the strawberry fields. So why do I got a helmet? Why do I wear a helmet? That's a great question. We've worn helmets on the show for a long time. And yeah, no, it's just one of our ways we're able to do a lot of the content we do, the stuff we stream, just because it's a little easier on us, and that's that wax right there. But yeah, that's kind of why we do what we do. A little bit. And why the helmet, it started off as kind of a gimmick. I wore it, and now it's just kind of the thing I do. Thank you, friend. Thank you. Now we are working on a V2 of our own version of a Mandalorian helmet. That's like a World War II inspired Mando helmet, which I think is it's going to be epic. So, yeah, you know, that kind of stuff, it takes some time. And, again, that's kind of the reason why we wear a helmet. Products and sales. You know, we have thought about getting the rights to our own helmet and then doing that, it is a possibility. We're about to have our rumble up and running. There we go. Now we got everything up and running. Alright, let's get into today's review with this papaya juice. Now it is sealed, so you can't open this, which is kind of nice for as far as packaging goes. Very simplistic packaging. I like that. That's something that, for me, that's kind of like a big thing, is when it's very simplistic, but not overly done. And I love that kind of stuff. It definitely shows a very distinct product, and it gives good merchandising to that product. Ooh, that smells good. That's what it looks like, guys. A little bit on the smaller side for nugs, but wow, this has got a good flavor smell to it. Grind. Token Overlord just tried calling me. He's probably got something important he wants me to listen to. We're going to load a little bit of a snapper. And since we're still testing out this lighter here, we're going to throw this on and see how this clear torch is with the piece. Now let's take our very lovely Quaking Aspen water bottle and let's fill up this piece. Damn, that's got a good smell to it. Yeah, that's awesome. Alright, sweet. Got this lovely clear torch on, and I love it. Thank you for subscribing. This is pretty good for tonight's review. I definitely can taste some papaya, like fruit. Maybe some lemons terps in there. Ooh, that's good. Definitely got a unique flavor to this. That was a nice little snap. That's really cool. So for me, it was my family who got me into it. I'm not gonna get into details, but yeah, I want to say it's like one of my earliest memories for watching movies is watching that with my dad. It's one of like the most precious memories that I have, and it's kind of why I have a huge, deep love for Star Wars. Knights of the Old Republic. I love that game. That is such a amazing game to play. I've played it on the phone a few times. I've got it on a couple PCs. I had it on my original Xbox. Man, that was such a good game. And then Battlefield. When I first got that, I believe it was my PlayStation 2. That was like epic. And then my last one for like Star Wars original games is the pod racing game that they had for the Nintendo 64. That was epic. Such a fun game. It was easy, but not easy at the same time. Like I tried playing it not too long ago. Grabbed out the old Nintendo 64, popped in Pod Racer, started playing, and oh my gosh, that was a hard game to play. Whew. Yeah, we've been trying to make all of our pieces stay cleaner. PlayStation 2. Hey, that's a good one. I love that. That's good. That's a good game. That one takes me back quite a few years. That's a good one, bro. We're going to take a hit off of one of our rigs, either our Puffco or our Dr. Dabber switch. Not too sure which one I'm going to hit first. Trying to get our normal Comet machine up and running again. Because I have, right now, just our Rumble and our YouTube, our Twitch running right now. Definitely gonna have the Instagram of all things for our live for that. It will be running here very shortly. And I'm super excited about that. It's taken us a while to get everything set up for that for live streaming. But yeah. It's going to good today, Brother Shadow. I hope everything is well. Hope all is well with you, my friend. Oh, thank you, friend. That's really kind. I really appreciate that. I hope you get some good sleep, and I hope you're able to, enjoy the day. Oh, well, made me a little jealous there. We're having issues with our, like, I can see comments and everything, but whoa. Yeah, there we go. I love how where our big comments are, where I can see everything. Having issues with how this account has been going versus how my other moderating account, where it's me posting to you guys when I do post, is having no issues with like lag or anything. But our big PC is having like so many issues. That's great. That's funny. Alright, let's get back into today stuff. Let's grab that stuff here from Sultanics. Where is the... Where is Nihilus? Well, Nihilus doesn't really post on these days with me. We do a late show on Wednesdays, and he's going to be doing a show by himself on Sundays at 8 o'clock. Like, that's our normal show time, is 8 o'clock on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Sundays. It used to be Saturdays, but, you know, things happen, unfortunately. But yeah, Nihilus isn't here today. He will be here on Wednesday, on the Wednesday show. So he's really excited about that. He's going to be, you know, kind of testing out the new equipment for himself. Which he's, again, super, super stoked about that. I am too. Because that lets him, like, definitely try out some new stuff on the show that he's getting down there in Oregon, or Ontario, Oregon. Which, you know, he's been showing me some pretty cool products. I'm actually kind of excited to see what's going on there. I'm excited for me and him. We're going to go down to Colorado and go visit that Orchards facility. We're going to go try out a couple different stuff for the show. You know, definitely going to try and see some fun stuff while we're there. You know, that's going to be pretty epic. I'm hoping we can get a fun interview with one of the, like, the tour guide or whoever for that facility as well. We do have a interview with Orchard coming up here on the show. I've been looking forward to that for a while, getting Bryce here on the show. He's been an absolute amazing treasure. If Bryce is watching or hearing this, brother, I can't wait. Sorry, almost had to sneeze there. That would have been bad in the helmet. I think I said his name wrong. And we're back. Sorry about that, guys. You guys can still kind of see us when we do that. Gotta find that real fast. Yes, it's Bryce. said his name right. Awesome. What is your favorite food? You know, that's a great question. That is a really good question. Some of my personal favorite food. Hmm. I like split pea soup. It's one of my favorites. But good question there, Brother Shadow. I don't get to make that or chicken dumpling soup as much. But those are my two favorites. Alright. Got a nice big hit loaded on the Puffco. Alright, so split pea soup or chicken dumpling. Those are a couple of my favorites. Really only did one bowl of that. So pretty much everything I've gotten from Sultonics, I've tried to put on the show. You know, they haven't done me wrong. They given me a lot of really good products from Sonics or Euphoria, whichever you want to call them. They've done some amazing work, and I'm very excited to bring more of their brand onto the show. So huge shout out to them for, you know, not sponsoring us, but for us getting the stuff from them for this review. You know, they gave us a killer deal, and we were able to bring this on for you guys. And you know, they give out pretty good deals to their customers, from what I've gathered. Amazing staff, and you know, it's an absolute pleasure, you know, dealing with them, seeing their stuff, going in. So if you guys get a chance and you're in Montana, definitely stop at one of the Euphoria stores. Also, in that same breath, totally goes by the Hush or the Melts store. See the universe. If I could fly a UFO anywhere in the universe, I'd see the entire universe, see the stars. come back and tell people what I saw. Nobody would believe me, but to answer that question, that's what I'd do. I'd see the stars. Whew. That is hitting really hard right now. I love it when something hits amazingly, but dang, did that hit really hard. Whew. Definitely enjoyed that, though. Definitely enjoyed that. Okay. I am definitely struggling on this last hit. That was a pretty nice hit. Especially because this is a dry top. No, I just like running this one dry, so. Whew. Gotta clean out the piece real fast. That's pretty bad. So how is my studio? I love my studio. It's been great here. Since I run Studio 1, Studio 1 has been running like a dream, actually. We have some issues with some, like, some sound equipment every now and then, and we have some issues with some of our PC. It's not the best PC in the world, but hey, it runs, it works, it does what I need it to do for most of my equipment. So, it's a pretty good studio, and it's a smaller studio compared to the other ones. Like, for me, I have right over here is my sound studio, which wow. really hard for me to read right now. Not too many. Not really too many. I mean, we have quite a bit of equipment. Like, I'm staring at Crafty's Volcano, Stores and Bickles Volcano, gotta say it right. A Wampet Glass piece, Dr. Dabber Switch 2, a Puffco, and then, yeah. But I'll say, we got quite a few different heat tools, so the one that we're currently, like, testing is this guy, and it's got a heat gun on it. It's not the best heat gun in the world, but it's good for, like, on the go. Our other one, absolutely amazing, but I really don't use it that much, because I'm, like, constantly on the go, so yeah. Yeah, it's a hot knife and a heat tool, so you can actually see, if I can get it to line up with the camera right, the heat sensor, which I can show you. So one side I can just load in a piece, which, did I load? I did not. The thing that sucks about this is you gotta do this in rapid succession to change. But it does have a light on it, so I can see what I'm doing. You know, we're grabbing some stuff from Quaking Aspen. We just have this left over in the fridge, so I grabbed this out just so I had some, you know, some fun, good wax. We've already reviewed this one a while ago. Alrighty, cheers everybody. I think this is going to be the last hit for the night, guys. I am pretty beat. I'm pretty beat up. I'm gonna see you guys all on Wednesday at 8 o'clock for our standard sesh with you guys, you know, bringing you guys along with. There's a lot of, like, fun stuff coming up here in Montana. I'm going to try to bring you guys along with for some of it, as long as I have permission. So yeah. So stay tuned. Peace and much love. Till the next time, guys. I'll see you guys then.